Supposed to be here.
Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to Circle of Sisters podcast. We are your soul sisters,
Speaking
speaking
out
out and
and
fixing crowns
fixing
in the
crowns in the process. We are here again for our new series, y'all. This is the time that we are showing up and showing out. Like, this is a powerful transformation series that we're stepping into, madly in love with me. What do you
Yes,
say?
yes. For the next 28 days, we will be embarking on a radical self love, self care journey. This journey is about really refilling your cup, making you the priority. The way that we fix the relationships around us is by first fixing the relationship with ourselves.
Ashe, ashe. And to do that, you have to love yourself. There's nothing more to it than to truly love who you are in this now moment. Not when I get this, not when I got that, not when I've achieved this, but loving ourselves now. This is what we have to work with, and this is what we're doing. So we are super, super, super glad that you guys are joining us in the space. We want this to be a very interactive experience as we really begin to pour out some tools, some techniques that will help us really embody the essence of our I am, really aligning our chakras and allowing us to live aligned and crowned. Hence, aligned and
Amen.
crowned. Okay, so these are the principles. These are some of the principles in the book that we will be doing in this journey of being madly in love with us or badly in love with me. For 28 days, we're going to go in. Day
Ashe.
one today.
And today starts with day one. So we want your interaction. This is, as our sister has said, this is a interactive series. So there's a few ways you can interact. You can interact through our comments on whatever social platform you're following and watching this video. And you can also interact with live call-ins. So if you'd like to be a live call-in guest, you'd like some additional support live on the air, we are opening up the airwaves to allow that to happen this month as well. So this is a time where you actually receive the support you need to refill your cup. Now, before we jump into all of the greatness that today's challenge has to offer, we do want to set the tone energetically. So we're going to start off with a little bit of music meditation. This song that we're going to play for you is a song that is deeply embedded within our heart, and the hearts of our sisters, our global sacred woman sisterhood, and our village. And this song is really all about relationships. It's about your relationships with those around you, family, friends. But more importantly, this song is about the relationship with yourself. And it actually introduces what our challenge is for today. You want to take it away, Sis Star?
So, without further ado, I'm just going to play. So, tap in if you are in the space. If you are coming into the space in a little lag, just join us wherever you find yourself as we meditate. You can put your hand on your heart, you can close your eyes, you can just center into the energy. Here we go. has been difficult simply to be who I am, just to believe that who I am is perfect. Looking in the mirror, here's my chance. I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. I looked at my face, my eyes, my smile, and that's when I realized it had been here all the while. I looked at myself, so strong, tall and proud. I looked in my heart and I knew love was found. I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. Hey, I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. Ashe, ashe. Oh, this is where it gets deep. This is where we begin to feel again, right? We need to feel that energy of what does it mean? What would your letter say? When you write that letter to yourself, what does it say? What is it going to say? You know, because this is our day one challenge. This is a song you can go back to, re-listen to. It will be on our Circle of Sister Tabletop podcast, this whole live, so that if you want to go back and recircle back, this is for you. This is what we do. And really coming into our bodies, right? That's the next step that we want to do. After we feel the feels, because a lot of emotions may come up as we begin to write this letter. And as you write your letter, you may want to rewind this and listen to it and write as you listen again. But for now, we are going to move into a progressive energy movement to move our bodies, move our souls, move our hearts and minds into oneness within our bodies. So I am going to lead us in a progressive body activation per se, which is all about just centering and feeling what it feels like to feel your energy move, to feel the energy move from the bottom of your feet all the way to the crown of your head. So we will begin by just taking a couple of deep breaths. A deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth, holding it for a count of 4 at the top, holding it for a count of 4 as you release. Let's begin. Deep breath in, hold it, and out. And hold it at the bottom. One more breath. Deep breath in, hold it, deep breath out, and hold it. Now, I would like for you to join me in taking attention to your feet and to your toes and squeezing and curling your toes underneath you, squeezing it very, very tight while still focusing on your breath as you squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until it hurts just a little bit, and then release it. Feeling the frequency of your energy moving up. Now lifting your legs off the floor and pointing your toes, pointing them and holding it very, very tightly in front of you. Breathing into this feeling of the tightness that you feel, but breathing and holding until that tightness is almost unbearable, and then relax it to the ground. Feeling the vibration and the frequency of your energy moving up to your knees. I invite you to squeeze your knees and your thighs together. Squeezing the knees, squeezing the thighs, breathing at the same time. It takes focus, it takes intention, but squeeze and hold and squeeze and hold and breathe until it really feels so, so, so tight, and then release it. Oh, that feels so good as our body and our soul and our spirit are all being activated in this activity. Now we are going to take our stomach, sucking it into the back of all the way to your back, belly button to the back, squeezing, squeezing, holding very tightly, squeezing and holding, squeezing and holding, breathing at the same time. It does take focus. It does take intention, but hold and squeeze until it hurts, and then you release. Allowing that surge of energy to move up into your chest space. And now we are going to encourage you to bring your elbows behind your back, squeezing and pulling, trying to touch your elbows behind you. Touching it as much as you can, feeling it, feeling the pull, feeling the energy, breathing at the same time, and then you're going to release it. Oh, God, that feels good. As you drop your arms to the side, we are going to ball up our fists, squeezing the fists very, very tight. Squeezing your fists so tight, squeezing and breathing, bringing attention to your fists as it feels so tight. And when you can't take it anymore, then you release it. Oh, doesn't that feel good? As you feel that, now we're going to bring our shoulders up to our ears, bringing it up so, so tight, holding it so tight while you still breathe. Breathe and holding, breathe and holding, breathe and holding until you can't hold it anymore, and then you drop it. Oh, that feels so good. Now we're going to tilt our head side to side as the energy is moving into our crown, moving into our face. You may feel hot, you may feel tingly, but this is all what is to be expected. Now, this one is a very funny one, but it is the last one we're going to do. We want to squeeze our eyes shut, squeeze your eyes so tight, and then smile and grit your teeth. and then let it go. Woo! That may not have been a pretty sight, but it felt so good. As we open our eyes and come back into the space, I want you to focus on one place, one thing, to ground back into your body, feeling the tingles, feeling the awareness, feeling how you are in the body, and there is feeling in the body, and we are allowed to feel. We are allowed to commune with ourselves in this way. And this is a way that we can show love as we come into the communion with our I am. Ashe. Ashe.
Shay. Ooh, that's sis, that was extremely powerful. Okay, that was extremely powerful. I absolutely love the way this feels. I want to put us here. I love the way that it feels. It does get that energy to flow. And it brings us really right to where we are within this Madly in Love with Me challenge week 1. It's about bringing
Yes.
awareness and your intentions. And we know that wherever your awareness goes, energy flows, right? And so we got to actually see that live in action with that practice. We took our awareness from each vertebrae, really, if we from the bottom of our feet all the way to our facial muscles, bringing that awareness there, really setting the intention for holding our awareness in that space as tightly as we could. And then as we release, we noticed we were able to feel the energy move throughout that space. And that's exactly what this challenge is supposed to do, right? That is a perfect
Okay.
example of what this challenge will do for us. When we put our awareness and our intention at the forefront of what we are doing, then we allow the energy to flow in the direction of that which we are going. So I'm super excited to talk about this Madly in Love with Me challenge. For those of you who are not aware, this is a 28-day challenge of self love, radical self love, and self discovery. Many of us don't take enough time to really set with self, to really investigate the aspects of ourselves that we love, and not just investigate them, but praise ourselves for it, to give ourselves the love and attention that we desire. Oftentimes we place expectations on others around us. We are upset for how our parents did or did not love us properly, how our spouses do or do not love us properly, our friends, our family members, even our children. And this actually is about understanding that the only relationship that you should be focused on strengthening is the relationship you have with yourself. The only relationship that you can change, can effectively change, is the relationship that you have with yourself. And so this 28-day challenge is about falling madly in love with you, or as we like to say, madly in love with me. Shay.
Ashe, Ashe. And this is really a really beautiful month, as we think about this being the energy of love in the month of February. It's also Black History Month, which is loving who you are as a Black person as well, loving who you are in all aspects. So this challenge I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about just setting being aware of what love looks like, right? What does love look like to us? What does love look like to show up in that space, unapologetically showing
Mhm.
up for you. And this is what we're challenging you to do. So this is definitely an interactive experience and experiment. This is where we're going to really show up and show out because we can. So we encourage you all to join us in this. The first assignment is all about following in love with yourself and noticing yourself, seeing yourself, expressing yourself, being true to yourself. All of these things are ways that you can show being madly in love with you.
Ashe, Ashe. So take notice, everyone. This is about not just falling in love with yourself, but really setting the intention about how you would like this 28-day cycle to go. And through that setting of intention, we are encouraging you to write a love letter to yourself. And you want to begin with the phrase, I am choosing to be madly in love with me because. And why exactly are you choosing to be madly in love with yourself? Why is this so necessary for you at this time? And this is really great because it starts off with reminding yourself of why it's important to love you first, why it's important to be madly in love with yourself, and to not only be that, to embody that, but to actually practice those things that help support your love for you. And so this letter, I'm going to say, when you write this letter, we all remember back in grade school when we learned how to write a letter, right? A true letter, you can give
Is
yourself at least
dear
three. Yeah,
somebody.
and you can give
Dear
yourself three
Chantel.
paragraphs. I'm on three paragraphs, okay? An intro, the body, and a conclusion. Don't be selling yourself short. You got to at least have three paragraphs. And if
I
you're
say,
struggling with those three paragraphs, then I invite yourself to take more time over the next upcoming days to really dig into that, to really start to write, more ways that you can love yourself. But I wanted to say that Spirit put that on my heart because I don't want it to be you shortchanging yourself. Oh, I'm just going to write a line or two. I'm doing this because, and then you answer the question and that's it. No, this is about taking the time for you. This is about loving you. And so when you write this letter, I want you to think back to high school. If you remember that song by Aaliyah, I'm sending him a 4-page letter
yes.
and I
And I'm
enclose
feeling it
it
with
with
the
a
kiss.
kiss.
Come
I
on
want
now.
to that. Don't sell yourself short. Y'all remember back in high school, we'd be writing them little notes and all this stuff. We had so much to say. So now it's about doing that for you. Sending that 4-page letter to yourself. Now it ain't gotta be 4 pages, but I definitely think you can get three good paragraphs in a letter to yourself.
And in this letter, just talk about why you love yourself. Talk about the things that you've overcome. Talk about how strong and resilient you have been. Talk about the ways that maybe you haven't quite showed up to love yourself, but are now choosing to do that. This is where we're going to do that inner work with ourselves in community. And I encourage you to do it. If you are one that is prone to saying, you know what, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I ain't going to ever have no man or whatever. Nothing ever works out for me. If you're a negative Nelly, this challenge is for you. We bringing you in, sis, with no judgment. Even though I said negative Nelly, but if you her, you know. So we bringing you in and we saying it is time to reframe those limiting beliefs, right? Begin to see just how powerful you are and how beautiful you are, and really begin to write that out. There is something about the head and heart coherence that when you write something out or speak something out, you are more inclined to align to that. So whatever you thoughts becoming things is what we're establishing here, bringing it to our awareness so that even if there's things that you don't love about yourself, this is your opportunity to begin to work toward changing it. And throughout this 28 days, you're going to be given some beautiful tools and practices that will help you love on your body, loving on your body, loving on your body, y'all, and speaking love to your body. Ashe?
Ashe.
So we are going to
I was
now,
trying to get our quote up. Powerful my computer is.
it wouldn't go through. Thank y'all. Thank y'all who are in
No,
who's in the
no.
place. We see we got some viewers. We are so
That's
thankful for
what
y'all
we in
joining
the
us.
same.
We are so thankful. If you don't mind chatting yourself up in the chat box so that we can see who's here, we would love to see you and help hold space for you in this moment, because this is not just about us. This is what we are offering to our community. We have several sisters that we know we hold space for often. We have our Soul Path mentorship program that we hold space for sisters there. We are constantly in a space of holding space for other women, but we are also taking this challenge with y'all to hold space for ourselves. But it's a reciprocation. So if you are in the space and you want to just say your name, say where you are, send a heart. We see the hearts. We see the hearts. We are so thankful. So
We see the love.
we see that we received the love.
I'm trying
So
to.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull a card today. This is the one card. We're gonna pull a couple of cards, but the first one is from our Soul's Journey deck, right? We're gonna pull one card. One card. Greetings, Odell Riley, Princess Jones. Welcome in. You said you are building fresh off the SOS, girl, the Sons of Goth lesson. So you're coming in right from another program. So you getting all the stools today. You
Oh
getting
yeah.
all the stools today.
Hey Orel, that's my girl Orel. Look at she right here. She like, hey.
Greetings. So the first card is just a soul journey affirmation card. So it's going to give us some more insight that we can think about as we begin to write our letters. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is a good one. So what comes out is surrender.
Surrender.
Surrender. So it says, I can release my need to control. I know
Mm.
as women, a lot of us have that. We have that control issue, right? We want to know how, when, where, and why right
Orel
now.
said yes.
Yes.
Orel
So
said
we
yes.
are surrendering. We are hands off, y'all. We are taking our hands off and we are putting our hands on our hearts. Hello. We're going to go back to that. What really feels good in the space of surrender? We, like Sherry said, we can't control other people. We can't control the way they love us. We can't control the way others show up, but we can show up how we can show up for ourselves in the way that we need it, right? So we're going to put our hands on our heart right now, and we are going to say, I release my need to control.
Mm.
I release my need to
I
control
release my need to control. Oh
in
my
an
God.
act of surrender,
In an act of surrender.
being madly in love with me.
Being madly in love with me. Come on, wait a minute.
Ashe. Oh, so this is what we are taking in for day one. So no longer are we going to try to control things that are outside of our ability control. You know, that sobriety prayer says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things
The
I
things I
cannot
cannot
change,
change.
the
Courage.
courage to change
Change
the
the
things
things
I
that I
can,
can.
and
And
the
the
wisdom
wisdom to know the
to know the
difference.
difference.
Come
So
on.
that is the space of surrender, y'all. And as we go into this work of being madly in love with us, let us put that in our heart space. Let
Mm-hmm.
us sit with that and know that we don't have to control it. What is for us will come easily and intentionally in flow, because
Mm.
this is the season to grow, glow, and flow. Ashe.
Well, well.
All right. So now we will tap into the goddess rising. Which goddess is rising in this energy?
Mm.
Remembering, we are madly in love with us. We are doing the things that support us. And we are moving in the alignment to the things that serve us, right? So even in our place of surrender, as surrender showed up, what is it that is rising up? And this is some of the emotions and feelings that will rise up as we write these letters. But please do write your letter. And we are asking for this one card, please. One card. Booyah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, oh, yeah is coming out. That's
Oh,
being calm in the storm or being
I
the
am
storm.
storm. Mm-hmm.
Being the storm. Oh, yeah. It says the storm. So the storm, look, the storm is over now. Look, I
Oh,
heard that song.
over now.
Yes,
I
yes,
feel like I can make it. The
yes. Come
storm
through.
is over now.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on.
yes,
No
yes.
more cloudy
No
days.
more cloudy days.
They're all gone. Gone
Hey,
away. Oh, girl, you about to have me
I
on the
feel that I can make it. Yes, the
storm is
storm is over
over.
now. Okay. Oh, yeah. Thank you, sis. So thank you for picking up where I left off. We always be there. Okay. Well, look. Oh, yeah. Let's see what she's telling us, though. On a serious note, the storm is over. We
Mm-hmm.
are choosing ourselves unapologetically. Wherever there was chaos and confusion and all of this storm going on, just understand this is you creating that boundary. This is
Mm-hmm.
you creating, reclaiming your time and your power. This is you coming into full force. I am. And you are a powerful being, just as you are, just as you are. Okay, so she is number 13 in this Goddess Rising. Y'all, they speaking to us tonight, today. So it says, I make shift happen.
Hey, come
You
on.
already know. I make shift happen. But this is not in a space of controlling. Remember? Because we're in a space of surrender. So,
Mm-hmm.
how are you bringing Ma'at in that space? How are you really aligning as you bring peace and balance in that polarity, right? Of being in a place of surrender, but still making things happen. Because your thoughts is what's going to go before you. Your thoughts and the things you speak and the way you begin to show up for yourself is going
Mm-hmm.
to make shifts happen. I'm going
Yeah.
to read from here just a brief snippet of what she says, the guidance from her. She said, the winds of change are in motion. Into every life, a little rain must fall.
Mm.
Personal storms clear away the old. Sometimes change moves slowly, and oftentimes change happens quickly. So
Mm.
this is where we at, y'all. Get into the waters as we talked about last night and surrender and allow it to bring you to where it is you are meant to be, because you are madly in love with you. I am madly in love with me. And sis, you want to bring something out in that space?
Yes, listen, I was trying to do, I was like, okay, this is my deck that I normally do 7-day readings with. This I usually do chakra alignment readings. There we go. There go that last card. I usually do chakra alignment readings with this so I always pull 7 cards. So I said I was going to pull one, but the deck was like, no, you're not. You're pulling 7 cards because that's what
Come
you pulled.
through then.
So I just want to read to you all what's coming through. For those of you who feel out of whack, out of alignment, like myself, I've been putting myself back in alignment. So this challenge, as my sister has said, this is not just for y'all. This is for us. We are actively participating in our healing. We are divinely demonstrating what this healing work looks like on a daily basis. And so the first card that comes out, and this comes out in the root chakra. Okay, and it's the Hermit card. If you all can see it, I think the little blur is on, but it's the Hermit card. And what this Hermit card is expressing to us is the need for us to go within. Whenever the Hermit card comes up, that is about self-awareness. Okay, and this is coming up in the root chakra, which is basically the foundational chakra. That is where your stability lies. And so it's telling you to take the time out for self. In the core of yourself and the base of your stability comes with self. That's everything that we're talking about, right?
Shay.
Then as we move up the chakras, right, we're going to go over to our Ooh, this is, I don't know what I did. I just made it big. This is going to go over to our Nine of Swords. And oh, let me tell you the affirmation associated with the Hermit card is I follow my own path. This is crucial.
I follow my own path. Root chakra. We
Root
moving on up.
chakra.
Ashe.
Root chakra, moving on up. Now, then we go to our Nine of Swords, and it says, I trust the present moment. This is about understanding that the gift is in the present moment. Everything that you are supposed to receive in this life is happening in the now. It's happening in the present moment. Oftentimes we're thinking too much about the past, so we stay stuck and stagnant. We focus too much on the future, so we're missing the blessings and the opportunities that's coming in our way. And so the root chakra, the sacral chakra is letting you know that for the things you want to birth, for the things you want to manifest, for the things you're passionate about, you have to be present in the now, because the now is where they're proving themselves. That's where they're coming through.
This
Okay.
is your power to push, honey. Push.
I
Push.
said push and push. Look, okay. Then we go on to the Four of Swords. And as I'm looking at the deck and how it's falling out, the battle was not yours. How they say is the battle is not yours. It's someone on the other side that's fighting these battles for you. And this Four of Swords is saying that I take time to rediscover my vitality. And that is coming out in your solar plexus. The solar plexus is your courage, your confidence. Okay. The solar plexus is what drives you, what makes you strong enough to be able to do the next thing that you're supposed to do. And so it's letting you know here that what I say, somebody on the other side is fighting the battles. You ain't got to fight nothing. Just have the courage to keep on withstanding. And it's saying, I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. That's not by coincidence or by chance that you're on this, listening to this message, because this is all about taking the time for yourself, taking the time to be madly in love with self. And this is telling you that this is going to help boost your confidence. Now, as we continue to move up to the chakras, we get to our heart chakra. And this is the connecting chakra. This particular chakra connects those higher frequencies with those lower frequencies. Lower don't mean worse. Higher don't mean better. It's just connecting those energetic frequencies at the soul center, at the cellular level within your heart space, okay? Because you are more than your body. You are the soul that is operating this energetic vessel that we have to move within. And it is telling you the 10 of Wands. And it says, I love and care for myself first. I can't make this up, y'all. Y'all saw me flipping the cards. Y'all saw them falling out. I love and care for myself. This is letting you know that in order for you to be filled up, in order for you to be on 10 at 10, you know what I'm saying, that dime piece, what they say, in order for you to reach that level, you have to first love you first. It does not come when you loving others first. It does not come when you're putting others before yourself. You have to love on you first. And that's what that's reminding us of. Now, as we go up to the throat chakra, and this is really good because it is the star, okay? And if you look at her, she is in water, pouring water in water. This is all about that emotion, okay? And as we saw, the throat chakra, the emotions, being able to speak your truth, being able to your truth, but with love, not speaking your truth out of the trauma, because we have to understand that this whole entire month is about love. So we are letting go of the trauma narrative, speaking our truth from love and wisdom. So what is the love? What is the wisdom that we learned about ourselves through whatever trial or thing we went through, challenge that emotionally left us weak, emotionally left us depleted? We are pouring that love back into ourselves. And it says, I am inspired and positive about the future. This is what we have to do in order for us to be able to look towards the future with positivity and being inspired to keep on going. See, when we stuck in our trauma, it's debilitating. Okay, it weighs you down. It's hard to move with the chain still shackled to your feet. If I told you that the shackles was broken off, that you can move freely, then you have to trust. You have to be inspired to move. You have to look towards the future and say, "Oh yeah, you know what? Wait a minute, I can move out of this spot." And so that's what the throat chakra is coming up to remind yourself and speak those words over yourself continuously. You have to continuously say that over yourself. Then we're going up to our third eye. Some of us know it as our first eye chakra. And this is the sword of the Eight of Swords. And it's saying, I receive myself from self-inflicted binds. Now, when we start to talk, when we start to speak life over ourselves, when we start to clear out those emotional wounds that are leaving us stuck and stagnant, and we begin to flow, then, oh, wait, what's going on here? No.
The
Look,
limiting beliefs.
we get those limiting beliefs, and we get to move past those. Okay, and so this Eight of Swords is telling us, stop having those self-inflicted binds. Oh, I can't. I'm tired. If I
negative
self-talk. I don't know. I wish I could. No, ain't no shoulda, coulda, woulda. You can do it. I say. You can.
Ashe. Renewing our minds. We're renewing our minds.
Ashe. And then we get to our Nine of Wands. And I love when the wands come out. It says, I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. Okay. I am strong for as long as I need to be long. You got here, not by chance, not by coincidence, not by circumstance. You got here on purpose, because you are strong when you need to be strong. And we have to keep that at the forefront of our minds, because life goes in cycles. This too shall pass, and this too shall come again. You're not going to always be on easy streak. Sometimes it's going to feel like you stepping one step back, but sometimes that step back is the course correct so that you can propel forward. And so as long as you know to stay strong, to remain in that vital energy, to be confident, to be courageous, to speak life over yourself, then all things are going to come unto you. And this is the chakra balancing reading. This is a 7-day forecast. Just lets you know for the next 7 days, you need to really be focused on loving you, on being there for you, on supporting you in all the ways that are necessary. You are the only thing in this life, in this world, that has the power to heal you of your self-inflicted binds, of your struggle, of your trauma, of those old stories, those old narratives that are no longer serving you in this moment. What the energy is asking you for is to be still, be silent, be resolved, and love on you for the next 28 days. Ashe.
Ashe, sis. You brought it too. We realigned some chakras right there, y'all. Mm-hmm. And the final thing that I want to leave you with is the message from my soul to yours, which is posted on Facebook as well, in the Madly in Love with You little series that we'll be starting. But it says, you are not tired. You are unaligned. Okay. Your spirit is screaming for purpose, but your schedule is filled with people pleasing. Realignment is your medicine, not another nap. So we ain't going to sleep on it, y'all. We going to sit with it. We going to journal. We going to write it out. We're going to speak it out. No more, oh, I'm just tired, because you don't want to face the fact of who you are or how you're showing up for you. We are calling you out. We're calling ourselves out. It's time to begin to move forward in this energy of being madly in love with me. And with that, as we are inspiring y'all, we are also going to leave you with an incentive that if you join us on this journey and post on your Facebook page, on your social media platform, every day, doing the challenge at hand, just take a snap, do a picture. You don't have to use all the details, but post it and say, madly in love with me. I wrote a letter to myself. Let us see that letter. Even if it's not where we can read it, even if you want to fold it, but show us. You know, this is an accountability to you. If you do it and you're doing it, you're going to get the benefit, and you're going to leave feeling so much fuller. And then halfway through this point, on February 13th, both of us will be hosting some in-person fill us up self-care, madly in love with us overnight kind of meet and greet for all of you who are doing this challenge. We're going to fill each other's cup. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. We're going to dance. We're going to move our bodies. We're going to learn how to feel our souls by doing self-care things. Come on out. The link is
Somehow.
in the sign up link is in there. We do want RSVPs, so please check it out on our Facebook page, and I'll also post it on YouTube in our YouTube pages as well. So this was day one of Madly in Love with Me. I hope you all have really taken this in to know that it's time to surrender. Surrender to the old way of showing up for you, people pleasing, and see yourself as the storm. Okay? But the
Okay.
storm is definitely over as we align our chakras and learn to grow, glow, and flow, honey. Get
Hmm.
in the waters and flow and keep that energy moving. Okay?
Ashe. And, before we get out of here, I just want to say that accountability is so much more than just showing up. It is the love and support that we see from each of you when y'all comment yes, when y'all comment, we see you, we hear you, we feel you. All of that is helping us to be accountable to ourselves. As I mentioned earlier, we are divine demonstrators. A lot of the work that we do right before you all. We're doing it in real time with y'all. We are not those healers or practitioners that fake the funk like we got it all. No one has it all. Spoiler alert. No one has it all. We are all learning and growing each and every day. But with your help, with your support, we all go a little bit further, and we're here to give that support to you as well. So again, if you're interested in being a part of this challenge, all you have to do is post the challenge of today, hashtag madly in love with me. We are going to have a wonderful gift, which we'll be showing you little tidbits of that throughout the 28 days of what you can expect for those of you who win the Madly in Love with Me challenge. I think we'll probably do two because I think I have enough to do two Madly in Love with Me boxes. And they're going to have really great things to help support you on your journeys. Candles, incense. I even might throw in a little bit of ritual vibes in there. We have some personalized items from Chantel's line of her spiritual
Oils
sprays
and
and
sprays.
oils. We have so many great things that are really going to help you continue on this journey of being madly in love with you. So I am super excited. And as we always say, we are the Soul Sisters speaking
Speaking
out
out and fixing crowns in the
in the
process.
process.
Until
And,
next time.
and I think on our way out of here, let's go on and play that letter again. Let's remind them of that love letter they got to write.
Love letter to yourself. Okay, here we go. This is our loving on ourselves relationship song that we sat with for a whole week and more
Mm-hmm.
since we've been on our sacred woman journey. And
I
this is
said,
a powerful tool, y'all. So write that letter. Okay, here we go.
I said,
Want to hear it? Here you go.
here you go.
Loving myself has been difficult. Simply to be who I am, just to believe that who I am is perfect. Looking in the mirror, here's my chance. I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. I looked at my face, my eyes, my smile. And that's when I realized it had been here all the while. I looked at myself, so strong, tall and proud. I looked in my heart and I knew love was found. I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. Hey, I wrote a letter to myself and I sent it right away. I said I love you more and more each day. Let her begin. Okay, y'all.
Hey.
Take advantage of the time. Take advantage of the music. And we will see you back here tomorrow. Be on the lookout. We will go live and we will step into the next challenge for the day. 28 days. Make it clear. You can do this. The storm is over now. Ashe.
In stream.